How is macrame done? If you're curious about macrame and how it's done, you're in the right place. Let's break it down step by step. Macrame is a craft that uses knots to transform cord, rope, or other fibers into decorative, wearable, or functional designs. It's been around for a long time, with roots in ancient Babylonian and Assyrian carvings, and it was popularized in the 1970s as part of the hippie aesthetic. To start macrame, you need a few basic tools. First, you'll need some cord or rope, which can be made from various materials like cotton, wool, or synthetic fibers. Sharp scissors are essential for cutting the cord cleanly, especially when you're working with multiple strands. Next, you'll need something to hang your project on, like a wooden dowel or a tree branch. These provide a sturdy base for your macrame wall hangings or other projects. S-hooks are also very useful for hanging your work as you go along, making it easier to manage larger projects. Now let's talk about the knots. Macrame is all about knots, and there are several basic ones you need to learn. Here are a few key ones. Lark's head knot. This is a simple knot to start with. You fold your cord in half, create a loop, and then pass the tails through the loop to secure it to your dowel or branch. Square knot. This is another essential knot. You start with four cords attached to your rod, then bend the right cord over the middle cords, forming a loop. You then pass the left cord through this loop and pull it tight. Repeat this process to complete the second half of the knot. Alternating square knot. This builds on the square knot by alternating the position of the knots. You tie square knots, shifting the group of four cords used for each one. This creates a pattern of knots that can be used to form various designs. Half-Hitch Knot. This knot is used to add movement to your pieces. You hold the cord in one hand, loop the other end over it, and then pull it through to create an X shape. Pull everything tight to secure the knot. Once you've mastered these knots, you can start creating your macrame project. For example, if you're making a macrame wall hanging, you'll start by creating a series of square knots to form a triangle shape. You'll then use the half-hitch knot to add definition to the triangle and create a neat finish. As you work on your project, it's important to keep your cords organized and untangled. A metal comb or pet comb can help with this, especially when you're working with fringes or feathers. Macrame is not too difficult to master, and it's a great hobby because you don't need any special tools like knitting needles or crochet hooks. Just your hands and some practice to tie the knots until they feel natural. So if you're ready to give macrame a try, start with the basics, practice your knots, and don't be afraid to experiment with different designs and materials. Happy knotting!